One thing I hear a lot from beginners is that list comprehensions are confusing, especially if you're not used to seeing such condensed Python code. It can feel like a shortcut with all this code squished into one line. But don't worry, after today's tutorial, list comprehensions will feel like your new go-to for simplifying code, saving time, and adding a professional touch to your Python projects. Let's jump in together and break down everything step by step. So what is list comprehension? In simple terms, it's a quick way to generate lists in Python. They can replace loops and are super useful for transforming data or filtering elements within a list. Imagine having a list and needing to perform the same action on each element, like squaring numbers, filtering odd numbers, or converting temperatures. List comprehensions make these tasks easy and super readable. For this tutorial, feel free to use VS Code, Jupyter Notebook, or any idea of choice, but I'll be using Jupyter Notebook so we can run blocks of code one by one. Let's start with a simple list comprehension. Here is the structure. New list. This is the list we are creating. Expression. This is what each item will become in the new list. Item. This is each individual element for our iterable, like a list or range. For item in iterable, this tells Python where to get each item from. What if you want to filter or apply conditions to items in your list? We will cover that in just a second, so stay tuned. Let's create a list of numbers from 1 to 5 using list comprehension. Range 1 to 6. This generates numbers from 1 to 5. Num for num in range 1 to 6. This creates a list by taking each num from our range and directly adding it to numbers. Let's go a step further. Say you want to square each number in a list. Here's how we'll do it. This squares each number, while the for in loop iterates through numbers 1 to 5, and the result, a list of squared numbers. This is where list comprehension shines, letting you perform operations on elements in just one line. Now let's say we only want even numbers. We will add a condition to our list comprehension. This takes each number from 1 to 10. The if condition checks if each number is even. Beginners often forget the if statement goes after for, unlike regular loops where if comes first. Sometimes you will want to use a comprehension inside another comprehension, like for matrices. It looks tricky, but it's really powerful. This iterates through rows 1 to 3, while this iterates through columns 1 to 3, and this multiplies row and column values for each cell. Say you have a nested list and want to create a single flat list. Here is how to flatten it. The for sublists in nested list takes each inner list in nested list, while the for num in sublist takes each number within those inner lists. You can even use comprehensions with strings. Let's create a list of characters from a word. This goes through each letter in Python. Let's say we want numbers from 1 to 20 that are divisible by both 2 and 3. The for in loop iterates from 1 to 20, while the if num modulus 2 equals 0 and num modulus 3 equals 0 checks if each number is divisible by both 2 and 3. Here's the final twist. Let's use comprehensions to create a dictionary that maps numbers to their squares. This creates a key value pairs where the key is a number and the value is a square. This loops through numbers 1 to 5. And that's a wrap on list comprehension. List comprehensions might feel a bit like magic, but with patience, they will make your code clean, readable, and powerful. If you found this helpful, click subscribe and hit the like button so you don't miss out on more Python tips. In our next tutorial, we will take these concepts further by covering advanced applications and adding features like comprehensions with functions and handling more complex data. Don't miss out. See you in the next video.